Well, this shows that it's live. I really hope that wasn't live a moment ago when I was playing around with this. Shows that I'm live, and I just told everybody in the other one it was going to be coming over to here. So man, I really hope this doesn't get screwed up. So I'm going to go ahead and try to start it on Facebook as well. See what happens. And find out how that goes. I can't really remember. This could just be a total flop. Hey, Tony Wallow, thank you. I'm so sorry for. I'm actually 5 minutes earlier than what I was trying to be a while ago, but this is horrible. I don't know what happened. Somehow, every time I tried to launch it, it was going back to my Zoom that I was doing earlier today, and we all know that wasn't the deal. Unable to find, yeah, that's fine. So why I'm having issues over here? I better put the globe on. Hopefully everyone makes it. Hopefully everybody saw that little blurb I put in there. I was watching you guys. It was good to see the conversation. Alright, there's Robert. He's here. So now I'm going to try to start this over on Facebook at the same time that I'm doing it here. And there we go. Where do I put the title at? I don't see where to put a title. It's crazy. Oh, you know what? I'm going to go live. I don't care about the title. I just want to get this up and running. Okay. There we go. Shows that I'm live on Facebook. If I could get someone on Facebook to verify that, that would be fantastic. Bear with me just 1 second. Alright, I just sent a message out to see if it's streaming on Facebook. Oh, mercy. That's a little crooked. We'll go back to that in a minute. Yes, live on Facebook, Robert. Thank you very much. How is the audio and video on YouTube? Oh, I don't want to join a meeting. I want to create a meeting. Why is it wanting me to join a meeting? I want to create the meeting. Wow, all of a sudden this day has gone like way totally down. Almost like when I don't think I was quite this bad when I first started out. I don't know, that's just me saying that. I probably was. Alright, new meeting. Here we go. Oh my goodness, something is actually going to go the way it's supposed to go. Failed to start the video. That's fine. I'll adjust that later. Alright, so Tony says DVR is good, and we know the audio is good. I can't find it on Facebook. I'll go back and fix that in a minute. I am just going to put the post in here for this. Take a chance that it goes well. Someone had to make... No, that password is actually absolutely 100%. Alex, I just posted it in the chat room because I'm behind. I'm flustered, and I don't want to take the time to send out the emails. I don't think that's going to be a problem, but we will see. I'll deal with that as we go. Now I need... Okay. Darren, I'm currently not able to talk. Alright, I gotta go find my live stream on here so I can hopefully get okay, there it is. Nope, that's not it. Oh my gosh.
Hello.
Hey Alex, I hear you, but I don't see you because I'm currently working behind the scenes trying to find my Facebook stream. Hopefully it's working.
It sounded like your phone it sounded like your Facebook messenger was just ringing.
It was. I got a message. So I took care of that. But Darren said that the Facebook is actually showing on Facebook. But I'm not seeing it anywhere. There we go. There we go.
It's not working.
That link is not working, Darren?
I just got it onto Zoom.
Okay. So I just posted the link over on Facebook as well.
Yeah, probably Zoom.
I've got to kill the audio somewhere because I got... Okay, there we go. All right. Fantastic. Alex, good to see you again. Darren, good to see you again. Robert, good to see you again. Tony Wallow is in the chat room. Thank you for joining. Of course, I'm going to have to send out a personal invitation to someone. Yeah, I clearly am having an old age marshmallow hot chocolate moment. No, I don't know what it is. I set it up, and every time I click on go live, it would revert back to the earlier stream when we were teaching Blackwatch how to share the screen in Zoom. And I couldn't figure out why it was doing that. So rather than spend any more time trying to figure that out, I just went and got rid of it. That was the best thing to do. So now let me change this. Let me go in here and get my camera up and running properly. Hopefully this will automatically start, and virtual background is loading. Yeah, that's fine. So there I am. Got on my Army's veterans hat, primarily because when this thing was scheduled to go at 3:30, my hair was horribly messed up, and I didn't want to injure my shoulder anymore to fix it. So I just left it as was and throwed the hat on. So, Blackwatch, the link for chat is above you there if you want to join us. If not, the link is above you there if you want to join us. So, crazy afternoon. Just absolutely crazy. Can someone log out of Zoom and go to Facebook and see if you can join the Zoom from the link on Facebook? That would either have to be Darren or Robert, either one. Alex, are you on Facebook?
I'm on Facebook, but I haven't, well, I have to send you a friend request, or do you have a like page?
I would send me a request. Chris Garrett says it's 60 degrees Fahrenheit here. No hot chocolate, not hot chocolate. Tomorrow night's going to be 29. Yeah, we're in for some actually very cold weather this week at night.
Yeah, the link is in Facebook. I will test it out for you. Hold on, I'll be right back.
Thank you so much, Robert. Appreciate that. Because my feeling is it might not work from Facebook. Darren, it is what? 9:30 or 10:30 your time? Robert's joining us, so the link is hot. The link is good.
Yeah, she works. Yeah, it did.
Good. Awesome. So we're set up. Now it's just a matter of getting this thing off the ground. If not, We're good to go here. 75 degrees in Oceanside, California, where Tony Wallow is at. Nice. We are currently 51
See
degrees.
if I can get my old buddy to join us. I'm talking with him here.
Good. Yeah, that's fine. The more we can get, that's cool. The bad thing is I can't monitor everything unless I get another monitor.
He needs a kind of an uplift, and he had a pretty bad experience about a week ago.
Oh man, sorry to hear that.
Of course, don't
No.
say nothing to him if he does join. But he come home from a pool room. He's real good in pool. He's probably 80, 81 years old. Somebody was waiting on him, knocked him in his head at his house, and took his wallet.
Man.
Took $1,500 off of him.
Is this guy in Canada?
No, he's only about 1 hour from me.
Okay.
He's in my hometown, Tiptonville.
Okay.
Ian, which one of these Facebook profile pictures is yours?
The one with, we got red t-shirts on that say Grand Canyon, both Lauren and I. I was going to go look something up and now I forgot what it was. So you guys have heard me yell for my intern in the past. This will be nothing new. Babe, can you bring me a water, please? Thank you. Hey, I was almost going to be later than I am because this is crazy. As we're coming back from picking her up, there was a guy in a motorized wheelchair, like Alex has. He's got a grocery cart tied to the back. He's got a veteran's hat on from Vietnam. And he's trying to get across the street. So I stopped. I'm going to hold all traffic. And I motioned him to go across. And he started, put the window down. I said, how far are you going? I will gladly take your stuff to where you're going. And you, if you would like. And he was like, nope. No problem. I'm good. Thanks anyway. And off he went. I'm like, man.
So I'm not. What's your name on Facebook? I'm not seeing you.
It is right here, Ken Stout. Here, better yet, Alex, give me, what are you under, Alex Cheek?
Yes. That's me. Just send me a request. That's easier.
Doing that now.
Because I'm pretty much the only one of those on all of Facebook.
Yeah, I just sent you a request, so we're good to go. Yeah, 10:34 sounds about right in Darren's time. I know it's getting kind of late in the evening. Man, my hat does just not look right. About time to get a new hat. Need to get... Chris Garrett is joining us in Zoom. Great. Hi, Chris. What? Forgot I had the world going on. I was doing some things behind the scenes here. I wanted to check something else out real quick. Huh. Interesting. Or a new head, yeah. One or the other. Thank you.
You're welcome.
You can say hi to everybody.
Hi there.
Jeff's not here.
I
Alright, that's cool. I was just checking to see. Yeah, new head would probably be good. Well, looks like the damn thing's crooked now. Hold on a minute.
Thunderbird did an update now. Let me send an email. Ain't that something?
Yeah, we'll go with that. I don't know why I have the headphones on. Habit. Alright. Well, let's check something out over here. We are live, 12 minutes and 19 seconds. Got a thumbs up from Robert. Got a comment saying we are live. So Facebook is up and going. That's good. Let me see what happens when I change this. See if that makes a difference. And it already is up on YouTube. Good to go. Good. That is awesome. Yeah. Might take the third, fourth, or fifth installment to get people in here, but eventually we will. I hope.
And just like you said, the screen sharing button, I can click on it now and select the screen to share or whatever, so it is active. It is
Right,
active.
everybody should. And then there's some other things I'm going to have to look into just to make sure. Not that that's absolutely needed or anything, but I forgot I had this running in the background. I need to save that so I can continue playing with that later. I am going to get that to work. Hey, Joe! Hi, Joe.
Hey, how you doing?
Good, how are you?
Oh, I'm still looking.
Thank you for your service.
Thank you. Thank you for yours.
Thank you. What branch were you in?
Army,
How long?
2 years. 67 through 69.
Okay. Well, thank you for being here. You have the honorary first non-subscriber to my channel vet to join our vet to vet chat, and I appreciate it.
Yeah, Robert set me up on it.
Yeah, he had mentioned something about he was going to. So, what was the Army like when you were in?
That wasn't too good. I didn't like it.
Well, I mean,
Glad to get out.
yeah. What did you do once you got out?
I went back on farm.
Okay. Are you down from the Tennessee area as well?
Yeah, I'm in Tiptonville,
Okay.
right at the northwest corner.
Okay. Are you down around Memphis?
I'm about 100, a little over 100 miles north of Memphis.
Okay. All right. Well, can you see everybody in Zoom?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you've got Alex here, and obviously Robert's here, and Darren's over in the United Kingdom. Jeff Ryman in Las Vegas just joined us. He's also a vet. That's why I said you're the first non-subscriber to join. Hi, Jeff. Jeff's still trying to
There's something I'm not used to.
It's just something
Yeah,
I'm trying
it
to get.
reminds me of Joe for some reason. I don't know why.
Who, Jeff?
Yeah.
Well, let's see. Put some.
Where
Yeah, a
you
little
in?
bit.
Yeah.
Tennessee, Joe. I lived in Oak Ridge for 22 years.
He probably didn't hear you.
I got to jump behind the scenes. BH Ringer's telling me the original YouTube stream is still up, so I got to go check into that. You guys will still be on Zoom. I can hear you. You'll be able to see me, but I'm going to take the YouTube, put the globe up, and go see what's going on.
Sorry, Joe. Where did you say you were from in Tennessee?
I'm in Tiptonville,
Tiptonville.
right close to Red Foot Lake.
Okay. I lived in Oak Ridge 22 years
Oh, you did?
before I came to Vegas.
That's up in East Tennessee, isn't it?
yeah.
Yeah, I never have been up there.
I'm going to
I know about where.
go and see where you are just for the heck of it, because I've heard the name. I can't recall where you are.
It's right in the northwest corner, Tennessee.
Yep. He's 1 hour from me.
Okay.
Jeff's handle now is Vegas Varmint. Work with me here, people. Where do you go?
Okay, I've
Work with
been.
me here, people. Where do you go?
That was me. My fault.
Yeah, I've gone near there. We used to go through Paducah when we went back to Kansas where my mother lived.
Moved to Kentucky, yeah.
Yeah, so, and I see you're not too far from there. We used to stop and stay overnight in Sykeston, Missouri.
Yeah.
It's just right across the river.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay. All right, I know where you are now. Yeah.
Yeah. And Joe could be in Missouri. What? It'd take 20 minutes to get to Missouri, maybe?
As a crow flies.
Yeah.
Now, where are you again, Robert?
I'm in Ripley.
Ripley.
Go
Okay.
straight down from Tiptonville past Dyersburg, and then you'll see Ripley.
Okay.
So BH Ringer, I'm good here. I'm looking at the stream. I closed the other one out, and this one stayed up, so that's good. I think maybe you might have been looking at the other one, having the
Okay,
same.
I see where you are. Yeah.
Yeah, and Jeff, BHSA, put the mic. Oh, you're not using the mic that's to your headset, are you?
Doesn't mean.
There you go.
So, yeah, it was working, but I didn't have it down near my mouth.
Okay, volume's a tad bit high. Might
Whoa.
want to adjust that.
I'm not sure how to adjust it, to be honest with you.
That's a little better. Go back over
I'll
here.
try and speak a little softer. My daughter tells me I have a loud voice.
Oh, I
and
know
she's
I have.
probably right.
I know I have a loud voice.
What?
I don't have an adjustment on that I can find. I got a volume adjustment on the headset thing, but it doesn't affect the mic. Let me see if I can pull up.
That's a good thing about these blue. That's a good thing about these Blue Yeti mics. They have a hardware knob adjustment.
Yeah. So Joe, are you watching this strictly on the Zoom feed, or are you on the watching this on YouTube, or what?
Well, I'm just on laptop about it. I don't know.
Okay. Well then,
That's for me.
no
Hang
problem.
on a minute, guys. Kangaroo Crossing.
So now on the Zoom screen, you guys should be seeing Tiptonville, Tennessee.
Yeah.
Looks like you got a nice little lake over there off to your east.
Yeah, that's a real foot lake.
Oh, that looks like to be nice. Any nice fish in there?
Oh yeah, they come from all over the country fishing.
And you are like literally a stone's throw away from Missouri.
Yeah, just right across the river.
Yeah. That lake and the two prisons up there is the only thing that kept that little county going.
The Northwest Correctional Complex. Where's the other one?
They're right there on the same
Oh,
same
okay.
lot.
Okay.
There's two of them.
I think your YouTube is still spinning its wheels, according to BH.
Yeah, that's what he said, and he said he's in the waiting mode. I'm good. I checked it. Hey Sam, do auto microphone level in Zoom. He says. Again, that's above me. So, if I come over here to me, this is the live stream right here. I'm not sure. BH is saying he's in waiting mode. Let's click on that link and see where it goes.
Oh,
Oh yeah, that's the old one.
Yep.
Yeah, I can't see my Zoom thing when you're going full screen. I can't see what it is. Oh.
I'll stop sharing the screen. I just wanted to, since Joe is only watching us through Zoom, I wanted to see if I was in the right neck of the woods to see where he lives.
The barn's got a brand new revolving door, so BH might be a little confused.
Yeah, I don't see any place to adjust the microphone volume when I click on the.
There's nothing in Zoom.
if you go to the Zoom application and you click on the little settings wheel icon, like where it says join a meeting, create a new meeting, if you click on the little gear icon in the upper right hand corner right below your profile picture and go to audio on the left hand side, it's one of the options there for automatic.
I cannot get to that part once I'm in the session.
Alex, this is no place for tact.
You should be able to just search for the Zoom app in your start menu. I know what I can.
Well, I'm clicking on a link to open up Zoom. I'm not opening my Zoom app on my computer.
I understand that, but once you're in the meeting, you should still be able to go to your Zoom app in your computer and open it up and not have to leave the meeting.
All right, let me find it. Says
Sounds
join
like
the meeting,
BH Ringer's
sign
having the
in.
same issue I was having with getting that to shut off.
See that gear icon up in the upper right hand corner, right below your profile picture?
No, all I have is a thing that says join the meeting and sign in. There's nothing else.
Well,
Click on my app.
BH
that
closed the
explains
page
it.
with the glass.
You gotta be able, you got to log in, either with the Google account or create a Zoom account.
I don't have a Zoom account myself. I
Just turn your speaker down, Lord. We'll just turn the speaker down a bit for you, Jeff, that's all.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll
trying
cover
to
we'll
find-
cover that later on another one. That's fine. In fact, that gives us a topic to talk about. So I'm trying to think. Jeff, help me out here. Last Sunday when we did this, I think we figured out there was 3 vets here. Yourself, myself, and who was the third one? Do you remember?
Oh. Was it Tim?
It might have been no. Was it Tim?
I
It
don't
might have
remember.
been Tim.
Yeah, you had a Tim in there.
Yeah, Tim Soul.
No.
Another Tim?
I thought you did, yeah.
I was thinking of Tim Soul. but
That's who
not
I'm
sure.
thinking of.
Now I'm confused.
And this is different from earlier today. How?
Not really, I swear you had a Tim, it just said Tim. on
Right,
the-
because as we all know, we can
Change our names.
change our name. Thank you.
This was in, YouTube. You can't change your name.
Did I change? Speaking of changing my name, did I change my name on the Zoom? I did. Okay.
YouTube will only allow you to do that every 3 months and a limited number of times on your channel.
But every 3 months, though, right?
And then they'll limit it. They won't let you.
So,
do
Joe,
both.
as you will see, we have a wide range of things we talk about. And it's great. I really am very appreciative of the people that join us here on this Zoom and on my channel. We generally cover about everything under the sun at one point in time. So if you have a topic you want to discuss or something on your mind, throw it out there and we'll talk about it.
I'm a better listener than I am talker.
I don't think it was Gary. I think it was Tim, now that I think about it. I just
Yeah, I
said
could be wrong. That's what my old brain is telling me.
I believe it was, because I know there were 3. Man, that's what my old brain's telling me too.
Ian, can you turn the waiting room on in Zoom after we're already in the meeting? After the people that you think are going to join the meeting, so that you're less likely to get a Zoom bomber?
Oh, if we do, then we'll just start over and I'll send out the invitations. I don't know. Would I do that from the internet website or can I do that from the little white box that pops up?
You could probably do that from the Zoom website.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Go
So,
there to your security tab, didn't you? And uncheck it. On Zoom,
I'm
Go down
looking.
to your security tab and check. And it should say turn on waiting room or something like that.
Yeah. But I don't know that we can do that. Remember how earlier we were trying to get, or yesterday we were trying to get Alex to be able to share a screen, and we made that change while we were doing it.
Right.
Oh, by the way, is that what fixed it?
Yeah, by shutting. Yeah, because think about it. We all play with computers a little bit. Some of you more than I do. But if you make a change on a computer, 9 out of 10 times you have to restart the computer for that change to go into effect. And Zoom's the same way. I'll throw the globe up again. Not that I like the globe, but I'm going to go do some work behind the scenes.
I like it.
I believe I remember Doug the other day when he streamed. He said he was going to turn off the waiting room feature while he was streaming, didn't he?
I think so too. Okay, so I'm clicking on the icon and I got general video, audio, share, chat, Zoom apps, background and filters, recording, profile, statistics, feedback, keyboard shortcuts, and accessibility.
The waiting room should be under the meeting tab.
Okay, I'll go back to that.
You have different options if you have a scheduled meeting than if you just throw up a link like you've done.
I do not know. So I don't see a meeting. Let me jump online. That's why I do the globe up. Is that Gary?
I think it's BH.
Yeah, but I believe it was. So BH Ringer, did you find the right stream?
Right stream? Yeah, it's just that the original one, the live chat's still running. I think you have to cancel the reminder notice.
Yeah, I think I did that, or I thought I did that. I'll check. Okay, Sam is saying on the bottom left of the Zoom meeting page, there's a little arrow next to the microphone. Yeah, that's on the microphone. I'm trying to see if I can put people in the green room. So, let me do this. I mean, if you guys want to watch, you can, but it's kind of boring. Not to mention I'm giving away trade secrets. Now, the good thing about this one, I think I can copy and paste. I think. Because I know in the other one you cannot. It's really interesting.
So, Joe, are you still seeing everybody, or are you seeing the world turn?
Yeah, I'm seeing everybody.
Okay, so he's on Zoom. All right.
There, now I found an adjustment. Is that better?
Yes.
What?
I finally found audio settings, and it was set to automatically adjust microphone volume. I turn that off, then I can lower the volume manually.
Okay, now I see meetings. I'm going to go full screen.
Thanks to Sam Lazar. He checked.
Upcoming previous personal room meeting templates.
You do that without signing in, Jeff?
What's that?
So I'm thinking maybe security somewhere, meetings.
You go down there to where you share your screen, go to the security tab to the left of it.
That wasn't too helpful, but share
It
my.
wasn't?
Okay, I'm on this share my screen. I've got security over here.
Yeah,
I
go
got-
to that security.
Lock meeting, enable room, share screen, chat, rename, start, remove participant, suspend.
Ain't one of them enable the room or something?
We'll find out. I need someone to volunteer to leave and come back. I just enabled it. We'll see.
I'll do it.
Thank you, Alex. Darn, I wanted to kick somebody out. No, I'm kidding. So, Jeff, how's your afternoon going?
Well, pretty good. We did our normal Sunday thing. We go out to brunch every Sunday, and it's the one time my wife gets out of the house without going to see the doctor.
Yeah, you had mentioned that.
Partially handicapped, and so she enjoys getting out. And the lady that owns this place we go is the great aunt of my two oldest granddaughters, so there's a family connection there too. It's a little cafe at the North Las Vegas Airport, if you remember where that is. You go
Oh, yeah.
up Rancho on past Texas Station and Fiesta.
Yep.
This, and as it happened, we had my 4-year-old granddaughter with us today, and she likes to go out on the deck and watch the airplanes take off and land.
So Alex did go to the waiting room. It says Alex Cheek entered the waiting room. Click on admit, and there's a view, which I'll just admit him. He just said over in chat, let me in.
Well, that works.
Yes, it did.
Yes.
We were learning something.
Mm-hmm.
So
Hey,
yes.
he sneaked back in somehow.
Yeah, how do you get in? Okay, that's good. So that'll stop the Zoom bombers from getting here by posting the link. So that was good. Good catch, Alex.
I like it. I'm not right all the time, but I like when I am. Especially when it comes to stuff like this, stuff that I
Well,
should
on tech stuff, you're probably right more than some of us old timers, with maybe the exception of Robert.
I got a question for Joe.
Okay.
Do you fish?
I've been fishing one time in the last, say, 35 years. I used to fish a lot, but I just quit.
Yeah.
He's a small engine expert.
Oh, okay.
So is my papa. He works on lawnmower stuff.
That's what Joe does, yeah.
Goes to the lake twice a year. To do fishing. And just hang out up there in the camper for about 2 weeks at a time. 2 times a year.
I can relate to what Joe's saying because I used to fish quite a lot. And then when I moved to California, I fished a couple times, and now I haven't. While I went fishing last year, you guys have seen the pictures of Lorna first fish when we were fishing in the rain. We haven't been since.
I haven't been fishing in years. I took my daughter fishing once or twice when she was growing up, but my dad was an avid fisherman, and I would go with him, but it was more because I just wanted to hang out with my dad than I wanted to fish, if you know what I mean.
So another question for Joe. During your service tour, were you ever out of the country?
Was I ever where?
Were you ever out of the United States?
Oh, no. I never did leave.
That's like me.
Yeah, I was lucky. I was in during the Vietnam War.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
Well, that was me. I was infantry and during Vietnam and never left the country, which was unusual.
During that time frame, that is very unusual.
yeah,
I fell into a particular set of circumstances that enabled that, but nonetheless.
Where was your basic training at, Joe?
Fort Benning, Georgia.
Did you jump out of planes?
No.
Good man. Jeff, did you ever go airborne?
Nope. But I did some skydiving when I was in college.
That's intriguing to me, but I'm not sure that I want to do it.
Well, I don't think I would do it again too. But it's much different now than it was then. In those days, we jumped military surplus chutes.
You trusted military surplus chutes?
The ones that you see nowadays that sort of look like a wing, those were considered experimental in those days, and we belonged to something called the U.S. Parachute Association, our club did.
You had the balloons.
And it was forbidden by the association rules to jump those unless you had a certain level of experience, because they were considered experimental.
Right.
Nowadays, they're standard, and the old military surplus chutes were fine, but you have got a harder landing. I gotta step away a minute. My daughter just came in.
No worries. So it was Tim. He was Air Force, he said, but not very long. I'll get my hand on the trigger, so to speak, no pun intended. Let me jump over and ask Tim something real quick. I answered him on the phone. I took my basic at Fort McClellan, Alabama. Beautiful country. And because of my MOS, which was 95 Bravo, I took my AIT at Fort McClellan, Alabama, which was good and bad, because when I was in, depending on your MOS, you took your basic here and then you went elsewhere to do your individual training, whereas mine was all in one. So where my people got to go home for a couple of weeks, we stayed right there and went from basic straight into AIT. But I like Fort McClellan, Alabama. That's some beautiful country down there.
That's where my mother was from, Alabama. I still got a lot of kin people live down there around Athens, Alabama. But,
Yeah, I can't talk and type and text at the same time, which is really crazy because I do a pretty good job of talking most of the time. And I don't know what it is, but I wanted to answer Tim. He replied to my message, so I wanted to reach back out to him and answer his message. All right. So, Chris, how are you today? Alex is going to have to go to church. Yeah, I'm actually going to, I know you guys are going to be shocked, but I'm actually going to limit this. I'm going to go about another 27 or 8 minutes because we did have dinner plans and we are still going to try to adhere to those dinner plans. And I kind of want to get back to watch Indiana destroy Louisiana Tech or whoever they're... Okay. or whoever they're playing.
Will you try to be on tomorrow?
Really?
I'm
Yeah.
just asking.
Yes, I'll. Joe, the joke with me is, when doesn't Ken stream? I do a YouTube channel. I stream every day that ends in a Y. So.
How did Joe find a way in so we know what works?
Robert sent him the link, I believe. Did you do that through email, Robert?
Yeah, email.
Okay, good. So, and the Facebook link works because Robert checked that out for me. So, hopefully someone will join us from there. And we know the YouTube link works because you guys all joined from YouTube, so that's good. But yeah, I mean, I know you're all pinching yourself and going, "Is this really Ken? Is he really going to leave at 5:30?" So, I am.
Yeah, at least for right now, you get the honor. At least for right now, you get the honor of being like one of the when you're live streaming, you're like one of the first or second hit on YouTube on my recommended page.
Oh, okay. I didn't even know that existed. That again, something new. Go ahead, Joe.
I'm sorry.
There, I thought you were going to say something. Every time you go to speak, the box around your picture will light up, and it lit up. I thought maybe you were going to say something.
Oh, no.
That's how there's another joke that when people forget to turn their volume down, we can hear an echo, or when a dog barks or something. Pretty interesting. So, did you ever think growing up you would ever be sitting in front of a camera talking to 9 people you don't know across the world?
No, it's something new to me.
It is interesting. So Jeff's back. Jeff, I muted you just to be safe. Okay, he's back. I muted you just to be safe. Okay, good.
Yeah.
Good.
I used to talk on the city a lot back years ago. I think I stayed on it all the time back then.
Do you have any hobbies?
But, just working on lawnmowers.
You're forgetting one.
Well, I shoot pool a lot too.
There you go.
Time ball?
Uh,
Time ball? Or pool, or billiard?
You shoot 9-ball or 8-ball?
no, it's a rotation. Down there where I play at, we play 4 nights a week. We have a 1 and 9. 2 of them makes a 1 and 9 are partners. It's a partner game.
Okay.
You gotta lose 3 games to be out. So, and we play 4 nights a week. And
Sounds like fun.
yeah, they give me something to do to get out of the house.
True.
Something I enjoy doing too.
So we'll see how serious he takes it. What's your record?
Well, I don't have a record. I don't really.
I figured he'd go, 212 to 3.
Well, that'd be what it was if he's playing me.
Yeah, I haven't shot pool in, oh gosh, probably, oh man, I got out of the military in 92. Somebody do the math. 92 to now, how many years is that? 27, 29? It's been 29 years since I shot a game of pool.
I never played pool much, except there was a pool room at the student union when I was in college, and we would play there occasionally. Just played enough to where I thought I was getting to be fairly good at it. And then one time I was home, and as it happened, my dad and mom and some of their friends got together and went to this friend's house, and he had a pool table in the basement. And most of these guys my dad's age hadn't played pool in 20, 30 years. And I thought, well, this is not going to be too hard. And they just beat the fool out of me.
Yeah, I owe my dad a boatload of money growing up.
For it. Yeah. Yeah, go ahead, Ken.
I owed my dad a boatload of money growing up. We had a pool table in one room. That's the only thing that was in that room was a pool table. And We'd shoot for about 50 cents a game, and I didn't win many games. The ones I did win, honestly, I think he let me win. I really do. When I was a practicing nurse in California, when I worked at the brain place, one of the guys we had, part of his therapy was to play golf. And nobody wanted to take him to play golf, so I volunteered to do it because I like to play golf. And it wasn't, I looked at it as, this isn't work, I'm playing golf, you know? And his first time to play, we played 3 holes and he got disgusted and was ready to give it up, but we kept going. And when I left the company, he was up to 9 holes, which was good. But the funny thing was, after about, I don't know, a month and a half, before we started one day, he looked at me and says, "Don't let me win today." Because I was letting him win. So he figured that out. I mean, he had a brain injury, but, you know, he could still observe things and figure things out. And I told him, I said, "I'm not letting you win." His name was Kevin Owens. I'm not letting you win. And he was like, "Oh, bullshit. Don't let me win." So from that point forward, I actually played, you know, serious golf. And he still beat me sometimes. So.
Only tried to play golf one time. That was when I was in high school, and a friend of mine was in a family that belonged to a local country club in this little town. Of course, I was no good, but this friend of mine, he was on the golf team in high school, and he was fairly good. But the country club there had sand greens, not grass greens. I don't know if you've ever seen that.
No, that would be interesting.
Well, they couldn't afford grass greens in those days. They now have added them sometime in the last 30 years or so. But the green was made of sand, and they had a rake out there. And the rake was made out of a pipe. One side was smooth, and the other side had little stubby teeth sticking out of it.
Right, right.
Okay, and when you got done, you would go to where the hole was and start there and go around and around, working your way all the way out, and leave the green raked like that. Well, then when you hit a ball and landed on the green, and what you would do, you were allowed to take the smooth side of that rake and drag a smooth path between there and the hole.
Okay, okay.
But it was still sand, and it was oiled. So the sand would kind of stick a little bit. It was an unusual thing, but it was a way to save money on maintaining greens. And the local country club there didn't have a lot of members. They didn't want to have a high membership fee,
Sure.
So they had sand greens in those days.
I played in the military when I was stationed in Korea just to have something to do. It was all right. It was more of a drinking game than it was a golf game because you had beer and every hole you had to consume a beer, you know.
Well, if you played 18 holes.
We did. Sometimes toward the end it was a little wobbly. I mean, you know. And there, the thing about that was you had to have a caddy. You couldn't carry your own golf clubs. The caddies were South Korean women, girls, and some of them, believe it or not, had a knowledge of the game of golf. It was really amazing. I was figuring, you know, they're just going to carry your beer and your clubs, and that would be that. And I know one time I was playing, I'm getting ready to hit the ball, and she says, "Wrong club, wrong club." And I'm like, "What are you talking about?" And she says, "You don't use that club." And she throws this club at me. She goes, "Use this club." And I'm like, "No, I'm going to." And she reached up and grabbed the club I was getting ready to hit with and gave me that club. And I started listening to her. So it was interesting. One of the holes, you would hit down the fairway, and then it would dogleg back to the right to the hole, or if you were brave, you could hit it over the softball diamond. Okay? Which, when no one's playing softball, I see no harm in doing that. I mean, no one's out there. You're not going to hurt them if you happen to not go over the diamond and you happen to go through the diamond. If you know what I mean.
Yep.
It can be dangerous for anyone standing out there. So I didn't give it any thought because I got really good at playing over that diamond when no one was out there. We're out there playing one time and people were on the diamond, and I'm going to hit it over the diamond, or so I thought. It did not go over the diamond, and I got my share of people yelling at me because it went through the diamond and thankfully didn't hit anybody. You know, as was it Murphy's Law? If you do something, eventually it's not going to work. It didn't.
Yep.
So, I see Alex has left us.
Yeah, Murphy will come back to bite you in the behind.
Yeah, yeah.
The most inopportune time.
Well, it did. It did.
Yeah, me and Joe, we're gonna do a text stream when we get done here. We're gonna hook up a wireless camera at his house.
We're going to dinner, and then we may not be going to dinner where she thinks we're going to dinner because I really want to watch the Indiana game tonight, so I may alter those plans. No, dear, we're going to where you said. No, I wasn't. No. Man, she got good hearing. She puts up with a lot of crap from me. I'll be the first one to tell you that.
Be out there with the chickens tonight.
Well, funny you should mention the chickens.
But you don't hear that.
No, she won't. And close the door. So we pull up after getting her from work, and she says, "Have the chickens been fed today?"
Dead? Yeah.
Oh yeah, I did it this morning. Now,
You're supposed to do it about 2 o'clock this evening.
well, I actually, when I got off our original third or fourth Zoom we were doing, I went out to grab my hat because my hair was messed up, and I went, should I feed the chickens or not? Nope, I'm not feeding the chickens. Now, my belief is I feed them what I feel is adequate. Lorna feeds them chickens enough. We've got 16 chickens, and she feeds those chickens enough for about a flock of 50 every day. It's ridiculous. We had a discussion once at the feed store about it because I think it says you're supposed to feed 1.5 pounds of chicken food per chicken per week or something stupid like that. And we were discussing. She was like, no, we're going to give them. I'm like, and the people at the store heard us discussing it, if you will, and I think they think we were having a fight, but we weren't. So, anyway.
So are you have hens you're getting eggs from, or just raising chickens to eat?
We can't have a rooster here, and we live in the so-called city limits, and we can't have a rooster. And I think all of my neighbors would really be okay with us having a rooster, except for the guy that lives right across the street and the people 2 doors down.
No, but you can still get eggs. They just aren't fertilized.
Right. We get about anywhere from 12 to 16 eggs a day in the summertime. Now that this is something I'm learning. Now that winter, we get dark here at 4 o'clock. The egg production has slacked down considerably. And apparently it's because chickens need sunlight to produce eggs. Who knew?
Don't remember when I was a kid, we always raised a lot of chickens. Both my mom and dad grew up on a farm, and so we had big gardens and
Yeah.
raised them for meat and eggs and whatever. And
Yeah, we had chickens, sheep, pigs, a dumb horse, which was actually a pony. Yeah, I mean, big farm, big garden.
we weren't on a farm, but in this little town I was in, you could do pretty much anything you wanted. And land was cheap. My dad owned about a third of a city block. We had a house on one part, and then across the alley from us there was another house at one time, and all that was left was a foundation. It had burned down in a fire years and years and years before. So we had a lot of land, and my dad always raised big gardens, both stuff to eat and flowers. He had a green thumb, which I don't. I've been known to kill cactus.
So there's our sheep. I don't know if that's coming across on the screen yet or not.
Yep.
I don't know what order these are in. Oh, that's not cheap. That's my father and our pigs. And
It's
that picture's
not,
actually
not the man, but that black and white one. Is that Black Watch?
that one.
No, go back to the pigs.
Oh.
BW, black and white, Black Watch.
Yeah. That picture's actually backwards. I mean, I know it looks like it's good there, but when my niece burnt these from the Kodak slide, she didn't put no thinking into it, and it's supposed to be turned the other way around. But the funny thing about this picture was when Dad first put this fence up, it's the right height now. He put it at about, I want to say, 1.5 feet, 2 feet tall. And those pigs just walked up to that fence and stepped right over and did what they wanted to do. It was funny. He had to readjust the... Oh, my mom's calling. Oh, my mom's not calling. So that's an accidental call. And you send her a quick text, make sure she's all right.
At least twice, 2 calls in 2 hours like that anyway, because I done it a while ago.
Well, you speak about the photo being reversed. And I don't know why this is. I notice a lot of pictures I see online that have been taken with something like an iPhone or whatever. A lot of them seem to be reversed, and I'm not quite sure how that happens.
Yeah, I would agree with you, and I too have no clue how that happens.
And the only reason I can tell in some of them is they've got people in them that I know, and you can tell from the people it's been reversed.
Right, yeah.
And yet, I don't know if something happens when they get uploaded or what. I'm utterly clueless at that.
Let's see if I can figure this out. I'm gonna actually try to get better at this. I need to learn more hotkeys. There's some more sheep.
What kind of sheep did you have? You remember what the breed was?
No.
When I was growing up, we had 1 or 2 sheep. Some years they were Shropshire, I think.
I have no clue. Sheep, that's all I know. There's a couple of the pigs. Oh, there I am again. Graduation day. That was me at 17 years of age.
Those sheep were woolly mammoths, weren't they?
Honestly, I don't know.
Oh,
I have no idea. Is that one of your corny?
Woolly mammoths.
I know.
Help me.
Okay, I'm gonna mute you guys. I'm gonna mute myself. Hang on a second. I gotta make sure my mom's all right. Because she called and it rang a couple times. I will be right back.
Crickets.
So, Joe, you said you served during the Vietnam era. What years were you in?
67 through 69.
Okay, I was in 69 to 71.
Did you go to Vietnam?
Nope.
You was one of the lucky ones too.
Yep. Just, ended up stationed at Fort Riley, Kansas for most of my time, which was an hour's drive from where I grew up. So that was unusual too.
Yeah, I was in Fort Jackson, Fort McPherson. I was at Fort McPherson when I got out. Third Army headquarters.
Yeah, I went to Fort Leonard Wood, Missouri for basic training, and then I went to infantry training at Fort Ord, California. And I went to Fort Belvoir for a month or so. And then after that, they moved me to Fort Riley, where I stayed the rest of the time. So,
Yeah, I was glad to get out.
yep. Don't regret doing it, but just glad I didn't have to get shot
Nope.
at.
Did you accidentally call me?
I had a cousin that went to Vietnam. He
You let
all
him
he
ring a
done,
couple
he
times
was
and not
a
talk.
driver for a colonel or something over there. All he done is drove a Jeep.
Really?
And
Huh. Well, it was ringing, and Carrie just said, "Is everything okay?" Because I tried calling her because I tried
he's up
calling you and it
in
didn't
East
answer.
Tennessee
So
now. He
I'm just making sure you're all
bought
right.
him a house up there. He
Okay.
lived in Florida all of his life, just about. But he went somewhere. It's up close to Dollywood up there
Okay.
in East Tennessee, and bought a house from the.
Yeah, it might be
Right. Well, yeah.
Sevierville or
And then
Gatlinburg or someplace like that.
okay.
Yeah, it's
So is
up there
Carrie
close
there?
to that.
Yeah.
He bought a house from the Bush brothers. You know, the Bush Beans.
Oh yeah, actually, I met a couple of those guys years
Okay.
ago.
That's who he
Okay.
bought his house from. Still living up there now.
Yeah, we were living there when
Right.
my daughter was young, and she liked to go to Dollywood. So
Yeah, we're fixing. I'm getting ready to jump in the shower.
that's a
and we're
nice
going to
place,
dinner,
actually.
so.
It's
All right. I just
nice
wanted to
family
make sure you're
entertainment,
okay.
unlike some things we have
All right.
nowadays.
All right. Talk to you tomorrow. All right. Love you. Bye bye.
And Dolly Parton actually is a nice person. She's given a lot of money to buy stuff for kids, books to read, and that sort of thing.
Yeah,
So,
she's getting pretty old now.
well, I don't know, she's sneaking up around my age anyway.
How old are you?
74.
Well, I'll be 77 next month.
Yeah, okay.
All right, so get that going. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that.
All right. We've been just talking about Tennessee for a minute or two.
I called my mom and it rang and rang and rang and rang, no answer. So I called my sister and it rang and rang and rang and rang and no answer. And then I called my mom back and got a hold of her. She's fine. She said, I called you, it rang, I got no answer, so I hung up. I'm like, Mom, the phone rang twice. She was like, it did not. Well, at 83, I don't argue with her anymore.
Yep.
You know?
Yep.
I said, well, I'm calling you back to make sure you're all right. She says, yeah, I wanted to tell you something, but I don't remember what it was I wanted to tell you. It's fine, Mom, you're fine. Well, in the meantime, my sister texted me, and she was like, is everything all right? So I had to tell her what was going on.
Yep.
So, anyway.
Well, it happens any age. I got a call from my brother-in-law in Oklahoma yesterday. And I pick up the phone and say, hello, hello, hello. And I guess it was an accidental dial. I mean, I could hear him talking in the background, and I don't think he even knew he dialed me.
The old butt dial, as they used to
Yep.
call it. Yeah.
Yep. Yep. So, anyway, I finally just hung up on it. Never got another call back, so.
Although some of
We'll
those
have
can be
to-
quite hilarious to listen to, things that are going on. Lorna had a real bad problem with her older phone. It had a mind of its own. It would call out of the clear blue, and you would sit there and hear what was going on in the background, which could be some HIPAA violations now that I think about it. But she wouldn't hear it, but the patients would hear it, because I'm like talking to her, and they're like, Lorna, someone's talking to you, and no, you're talking to me. No, it's a man's voice. And she was like, no, I'm not hearing it. And they're hearing it, so that added on to the humor. So, but I get concerned when my mom calls and then stops the call. And then when I call right back, I do get, because she has fell. So go figure, she fell earlier this year. My sister was out of state. I'm clearly out of state. My brother was out of state. So because we're all three out of state, she didn't elect to call anybody. We found out about it like 3 days later. I don't get it. I just don't
Well,
get
you
it.
got to watch it. My wife is pretty unsteady on her feet, and she's fallen 3 times in the last 8 weeks.
Oh my.
And the last time she fell and hit her face on the wall.
Ugh.
Had to go to the ER. She's didn't have any major injury, but she looks like a big bruise right now. This is a week later.
Yeah, that was how we discovered, because 3 days
The
later.
bruising didn't show up for about 48 hours.
Right.
It'd be yellow bruising.
Right. Yeah.
And she's slow to heal. Not diabetic, but she's just slow to heal.
So Sam is talking a foreign language in the chat room. I don't know if you guys can see that or not, but he caught it. Okay, cool. Sam, that was interesting, whatever that was. That looked clearly foreign to me.
Maybe a Google translation or something.
He retracted the message already. I'm not near that quick. So, Joe, it's very good to see you here.
Yeah, it's nice meeting you too.
I hope to see you next Sunday. I'm going to do this again and hopefully not have the same technical difficulties I did today. I would like to see you back.
If I can manage to get on there, I'll be here.
All right.
Well,
Yeah,
we
good
hope
to
to
meet
see you. Robert, thank you for sending the email. And if you want to hook him up to watch, here comes the shameless plug, everybody, Ken Stout Live, on YouTube. Go ahead. I'm going to go to dinner. Again, Joe, thank you very much. I appreciate it so much. Robert, Jeff, Darren, if you're listening, Chris, Blackwatch BH Ringer, I'll talk to you guys tonight, I'm sure. I'm off to dinner. I will leave. I won't screw this up tonight. You guys can talk amongst yourselves when I leave.
All right.
I promise you, I will not hit the wrong button.
And then click.
Jeff.
Oh, Robert, I guess you didn't have to work today. You didn't get called in.
Now, the stream's still going. I need to know if I did that right or not. Tony can't tell me. Sam can't. I had an elderly client accidentally dial my number. No worries. I'm wanting someone that hopefully is still in the Zoom and still on here. I need to close that. I don't know if I can rejoin it to see if I did it right. Hopefully someone's watching. Can you send me this? I can. I thought I did. Let's try this, Sam. Let's try live streaming. Now that I'm out of it. Nope, that is not what I want. Yeah, give me 1 second. I'll get you that real quick. Like, give me a minute. Let me put the globe back up and figure out how to do that. Yep. So the YouTube stream is still going because I can see what Sam just posted and I see the globe just came back up. I'm going to click on here. I'm going, oh my goodness. This is where sending it an email might come out. Oh, you know what? No. Yeah, I'll get it to you. Hang on, I know exactly how I'm going to do it. All right, I reached out to Robert. I made him the host when I left. And it looks like, oh wait, yeah, I can do it right here. Right click, copy link address. Now I'm going to go back over here to live stream and paste. Oh, that may or may not work. I'm going to try it and see. Too many characters, so no, I'm not going to try that and see. Bear with me, Sam. I can do this. I know. I just got to think about how I'm going to do it. Yes, I'm gone to supper, but I think at RM I made you the host. You should be able to post the link. So that's a good sign. That means Robert's watching that too. Yeah, I'm actually headed out to dinner. I'm just going to throw on a pair of jeans. My shirt's appropriate for where we're going. I'll hang around in the live stream just long enough to make sure it gets posted. In the meanwhile, I will see if I can figure out a way to do that. That's interesting. So, Sam, I don't know if you can see it or not, but I brought it up on Facebook because I'm also live streaming to Facebook at the same time. I don't know if that's enough for you to join or not, but I will hang around to see if you get into the chat or to the Zoom. Of course, the only way I'm going to know is if you get in there, if you put a link or send a chat message saying you're in there. When I try to copy this by right click, open link in a new tab, then maybe this will work. I'm back.
That didn't take long.
I'm trying to get Sam hooked up. He.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. What I did. Let me see something here. I'm going to temporarily reclaim the host.
I sent him an email.
Oh, did you? Okay. I'm the host. Sorry.
Well, I'm gonna make sure he got it. I guess.
Yeah, well, that's why I'm hanging around. He said email the link to me, or email. Okay, so I got it here. I'm going to go ahead and get it. I'll send you an email too. Actually, you know what? Where's it at? Right here. Okay. Paste. There you go, Sam. There's the current link. Let me know. Well, I'll know because I'm back in Zoom myself, so I'll just sit here. So, were you guys talking bad about me?
No, we just do his wireless cameras.
Good, good. I really want to get this going, and again, I'm so appreciative that you sent the email to Joe and then he joined us. It's just wonderful. It's fantastic. And Joe, if you know any vets that want to get together and talk on Sunday afternoon, or maybe we'll change it, be sure, let them know.
Okay, I sure will.
I would appreciate it. Both male and female. That would be great. It would be interesting to hear a woman's perspective on her military experience, and I don't mean that to be sexist. I think it would be interesting. So has Sam made it to the Zoom yet? Doesn't look like it. I'm going to send.
Is it a waiting room still?
Oh. It might. No, I don't think so because I made you the host and I rejoined as a host, so that might have no. Good question. Let me send him an email. I put the globe back up. And try that. All right, Sam, there is an email both from Robert and myself. Hopefully you get it. Hopefully it gets into Zoom. I'm going to mute my camera. I'm going to disable the camera. I'll be right back. Actually, I'm going to do them both. Maybe. There we go. There we go. All right.
Yep, it's showing up, Joe. Let's see here.
You
see it there? IP cam?
Oh, my God.
Uh-huh.
Are you ready?
All right.
Actually, I left the Zoom and then
I think it was admin and admin.
Yeah.
Is what he said.
I'll just put
There
all
we
my
go.
keys and go. Is that all right?
Save. All right.
I'm going to wear my Chicago t-shirt.
Where he done it, let's see what that says anyway. Oh, it's gonna download it, okay.
So Mom called. Hey, Mom called. Let it ring 3 times.
I think there's
Hung up. I called her back.
really,
Rang and rang and rang and rang. Called Carrie. Rang and rang and rang and rang.
let's see what that looks like.
Called Mom back. Got a hold of Mom. Carrie sends me a message. Everything okay? I said, just Mom. seriously, we need to get going.
Let's keep the same address so we know what it is. It's fixed IP. That looks good. Take a picture of it so I ain't gotta. He had sent me a message. I didn't have my ringer on. I had to turn my ringer back on. Oh, I have to keep on going back to this screen.
So it looks like Sam hasn't made it yet. I wonder if he's in. Oh, he is. You know what? My bad. I just saw it. Yeah, that was me.
In the weight room?
Yes. Sam, that was my fault. I didn't see that. I set it up for people to go in the waiting room. That was my fault. Are you there now? He's there. Well, his name's there.
He's muted.
Well, as soon as he talks, I'm gonna
I
shut
didn't
it.
have my ringer on. I didn't hear your message go off. I'm sorry.
You're fine. I gotta wait for Mrs. K to get ready to go. I am muted. Okay, Sam's in the Zoom. He's muted. We're good to go. I'm gonna leave and make Robert the host again. Unless you leave me. Joe, would you like to be the host of the Zoom session? So, I don't know what I'm doing. That don't stop me. All right, guys. Thanks, everybody. Robert, you're the host.
All right, y'all don't eat too much.
No. Bye, guys. All right, so now I'm going to end the Zoom. Going to come over here and thank you, everyone. Sam, you're good to go. That was entirely my mistake. I forgot I had put the green room on, so to speak. Thank you so much, everyone, for being here. We had a non-subscriber vet join us today, Joe from Tennessee. Fantastic. I hope to see him here next week. Get the word out. We'll make this work one way or the other. I'm going to go ahead and end the stream for now and go to dinner, and I guarantee you I'm probably going to eat too much food. Bye for now.